I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
And Jesper de Jong.
I'm Henry Laaksonen.
I am Francisco Cerundolo, and you are listening to the Game to Love podcast.
Hi, good morning. Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is the first singles match of the ATP Tour Finals here in Turin. We've got Casper Ruud versus Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME to kick things off. Two matches, singles matches to be played each day. One from 1 o'clock local time. Well, 2 o'clock, local time. And then one from 8 o'clock. We've got Nadal and Fritz for the evening session. But this should be a good one. Two players who've had a pretty good year. Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME, of course, with that really great 3 back-to-back titles and doing really well in Paris as well. Lost in the semi-finals. Ruud is a 2-time Grand Slam finalist this year. We've got Ruud serving to get us underway in this. And the return of service just long there from Felix, 15 love. So it's good to see all of you in the chat there. Prediction from Ted already. FAA over Ruud, 4-6-7-5-2-6. Oh, no, sorry, Ruud over FAA, that is. Hello to you, Lamberto, and Mandaris as well. Yeah, this is the group that, it's the Rafa Nadal group, really, isn't it? Because you've got Uncle Tony, who works with AUGER-ALIASSIME. We've got Ruud, who's a Rafa Nadal Academy alum. Also, you know, Rafa in the group, and then Taylor Fritz being the odd man out, really, there. But, yeah, it's great to see Nadal actually playing the year-end championships, because so many years, you know, with the tour taking his toll on the body of Rafa, he's missed this tournament quite a few times. So I'm really excited to see Rafa here. It's a good start here for Ruud so far. So yes, like I said, this is the group that will be played today. Rafa and Fritz later on this evening. Fritz getting in just by the skin of his teeth because world number 1, Carlos Alcaraz, has had to withdraw because of that ab injury that he picked up in Paris. So he's out for the rest of the season, well, for this and the Davis Cup finals, and we'll see him back again next year, hopefully, with that ab injury hopefully fully healed. Oh, it's great depth there from Felix. Ruud manages to get it back in play, and it works for him. He gets the one shot back. Felix makes the error, and it is a hole to love for Casper Ruud to begin this first round-robin match here at the ATP Tour Finals. Good, yeah, Kathy's saying, hi Kathy, by the way. I don't expect much from her. Yeah, I think I heard him say in an interview that, that this is more sort of a data gathering tournament for him, rather just to see how, you know, how the body is and how he's playing. He did add, having said that, you know me, and I always want to win, but I don't think he's expecting too much from himself at this stage. Is what that interview sounded like. He's got baby Rafa with him here, has Nadal, but you know, hopefully, fingers crossed, he's going to be great. And yes, we had the next gen finals yesterday. Brandon Nakashima and Yushi Lehechka in the final there. Nakashima undefeated all week, claimed the title with a straight sets victory in the end yesterday over Lehechka. And 21-year-old, both of them 21, I think. And it's a really good win for Nakashima, who made the semi-finals last year. So, FAA to serve. That's a great serve. Backhand return from Ruud. The forehand from Felix. Backhand from Ruud. Felix goes back cross-court. Backhand cross-court from Ruud. The slice. Backhand. Oh, it's a drop shot from Felix. Ruud is there. Felix. Oh, he's missed it. He's shanked it. Felix. Love 15. All the points so far gone the way of Casper Ruud. So this is a good start here for Ruud so far. You've got to wonder whether fatigue is going to be coming into play for Felix. What an amazing end of season he's had. But hopefully we're going to get a great match. The last time these two played, if you remember, it was probably one of Felix's worst matches that he played. He admitted that. It was a really good win for Ruud. But there's an ace down the tee for Felix to bring up 15 all. Hey, Ems, and Gary as well. Good to see you. Yeah. Well, I think Casper could. I think he could get out of the group. It's probably the I don't want to say easy because I mean we've got the 8 best players in the world at the moment, but it's probably the easier group of the 2. This one. But pulling for Rafa in this group, really, I think. Well, hello to you, Ashish. Hope you've enjoyed the commentary. Yeah, it's been about a week. It's been a while since my last one, but yeah, hope you enjoy it. And thanks for joining. Second serve here for Felix. Back and return from Ruud. Felix now with the forehand down the middle. The backhand down the middle from Ruud. It's a short ball. Felix goes cross court. Digs the forehand out from Ruud, but it's long. 30-15. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Like you say, Felix has played so much in recent times. Like you said, 3 titles back-to-back and then the semis in Paris. But, of course, all those tournaments were indoor hard courts, as is this one. So it could go either way, really, couldn't it? Ruud, of course, has proved himself on the hard courts this year. Making the final of the the US Open. And it's another ace for Felix. That's ace number 2 to bring up 40-15. Actually, I think all of Felix's titles have been on an indoor hard court because he won his first title earlier this year in Rotterdam. That was after losing so many finals without even taking a set. He's finally cracked it. So he's got 4 titles now, Felix, all on the indoor hard court. Ruud, on the other hand, all of his titles have been on a clay court. But like I said, he has made the breakthrough with some really big finals on the hard courts here, Ruud. Second serve here for Felix. And I was just thinking that as well, actually. I really like this Adidas kit that Felix is wearing. It's a new kit for Ruud as well for these finals. So a game point, 2 of them here for Felix. Jumping back and from FAA, the backhand on the line from Ruud. Digs it out as Felix runs around for the forehand drop shot. Has he made it? I think there's going to be a challenge here. I'm not sure if that drop shot was just called wide. I think it was wide. I think it is Ruud who's challenging it. Let's see what Hawkeye has to say here. I was just wide there, so it is the game for Felix. So 1 game apiece so far. Oh, Ruud has does he have the San Diego title on the hard? How did I miss that? Apologies, Casper Ruud. But a big fan of both of these players, and yeah, I really, really enjoy Casper Ruud's game. I think it's not fair to paint him as a clay court player. This is Felix's first time here in the ATP Finals, and Ruud is just not happy about something here. I think he can see maybe something either in the crowd or one of the billboards. He's having a little chat with the umpire here. I really taught in the chair. Not entirely sure what that was all about. Okay, something on the billboards on the back of the court that is distracting Casper there. But he is ready to go. Okay, Casper Ruud. So 1 game apiece so far. Oh, he just missed the serve. I thought that was a great one there. Yeah, I kind of agree with you there. I think he doesn't quite get the respect maybe that he deserves, but yeah, he definitely gets too much slack, Casper Ruud. He deserves a lot more, I think. Oh, that was very deep there from Felix. Now the backhand slice runs around for a forehand as Ruud. That's a lovely cross court. Back cross court goes Felix. Forehand now from Ruud. Then the middle goes Felix. Cross court forehand from Ruud. This is a really good rally. Oh, just clips the net, the backhand from Ruud, and goes wide. So the point goes to Felix. Not a problem, Cappy. Yeah. Good luck with the Apple Watch, and I'll see you again soon. So yeah, we mentioned that it's Ruud, Felix, Nadal, and Fritz in this group. Then, of course, in the other group, we have got Stefanos Tsitsipas, Daniil Medvedev, Novak Djokovic, and Andrei Rublev. The first matches for that group will be tomorrow. So it'll be Medvedev versus Rublev to kick things off in the day session, then Djokovic Tsitsipas in the night session. And there's ace number 1 for Casper Ruud, 15 all. Tsitsipas does have a chance to finish the year at world number 1, but I think he has to win all of his matches here to do so. He has to win a lot. Well, I'm not sure if it's all of them, but he has to win a lot of his matches here to be able to get to number 1. Otherwise, it goes to Carlos Alcaraz. That's a great depth there from Felix. Backhand now from Ruud. Backhand cross-court from FAA. Oh, he tries to take it down the line, does Felix, and I think he might have even mishit that a little bit. 30-15. Yeah, it's a tough opening match, isn't it, for Tsitsipas? He played very well against Djokovic in Paris. Djokovic obviously got the better of him in 3 sets there, but it was very close, that match. So hopefully he can bring some of that again, Tsitsipas. But yes, really tough opening round. And thanks for clarifying. It is unbeaten for Steph this week. And it's another ace for Ruud there, I think, to bring it 40-15. Well, he did do a pre-tournament interview with Tsitsipas saying that it's actually on his mind a lot, this potential world number 1. He didn't shy away from it. He was saying he was thinking about it. It is in his head going into this. Oh, a let there on the serve. We have also got the Billie Jean King Cup Finals being played today. That starts in about, 40 minutes or so, I would think. So if that does get underway while we're here, I'll let you know how that is. We've got Switzerland versus Australia in the final there for the BJK Cup. And into the net goes the backhand slice there from Ruud, 40-30. Yeah, what a week it was for Great Britain making the semi-finals, but eventually coming undone to Australia yesterday, and then Switzerland beating the Czech Republic in the other semi-final. So they're back in the finals again this year, Switzerland. They were runners-up last year. So still a game point here for Ruud. This is the first serve. Hey, Lexi. I thought you'd be cheering for Casper here. Second serve here for Ruud. Felix with the backhand return into the net, and it is a hold of serve for Casper Ruud, and he leads now by 2-1. A good start for the Norwegian.
On the cloud, you'll be singing the blues. He had the shots, he don't know how to lose. It's eating up, cause he's lighting the fuse. He's Casper Ruud. He's Casper Ruud.
Actually, I've been watching it without commentary, the Billie Jean King Cup final. So I'm not sure if that is true, actually. But I mean, it could be, because it's been on the main TV channel here, the Great Britain matches. For the Billie Jean King Cup, it's been on. It was even on our BBC Two yesterday, the semi-final. So it is possible. But yeah, I've been watching it without the commentary this week. And Gary, I haven't. I thought about it, and then I just, like you, I was stumped. I honestly, I really, it's hard to predict, because we've got Rafa and Djokovic, who are two of the greatest of all time. But then we've got Felix, who's in such great form. Ruud's had a really good year. Medvedev has been showing some really good signs at the back end of this year as well. It's a strong field. And I've struggled to be making predictions. If I'd have to say, I would maybe think maybe Rafa, and I would struggle seeing Fritz getting out of this group. I'd probably have to say maybe Rafa and one of these two. And in the bottom group, probably have to go for Djokovic and maybe Medvedev. But yeah, it's a really tough call. This I'm just here to enjoy this tennis. I say it's not really the last week of tennis because we have still got the Davis Cup finals coming up, but it's pretty much one of the last weeks of tennis of the year. So yeah, to just enjoy it. That's good play there from Felix. 15 love. Hey JC, it's good to see you again as well. It's good to be back. Yeah, fair point there, actually, Ems. We're saying a lot of people have been saying that this is the easier group, but we are talking about the 8 best players in the world this year, so no such thing as an easy group. Oh, okay. Sammy's Hope from FAA, Medvedev, Ruud, Tsitsipas. Oh, hello, Ronan. Good to see you as well. AUGER-ALIASSIME, it's a great serve. Backhand return from Ruud, sorry. Oh, it's great from Felix there, though, with the backhand. Shake of the racket there from FAA, 30 love. Yeah, it's like I say, it's the first year that he's been at these championships. Felix Taylor Fritz was preparing to come in as an alternate. Eventually, then got the news that he'd be playing in the main draw after the withdrawal of Carlos. So the two alternates would be by ranking Rune, and Hurkacz. Rune with that really incredible win, really in Paris over Djokovic. Ace number, what is that for Felix now? I feel like that ace count there, he's definitely hit more than just the one ace there, Felix. Brings up 40 love. So is he going to get his first game to love of the match? Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME. That's another good serve. Gets the return in play, but it's a great play there from Felix, bring it out into the open court. And he does get a game to love on the board. And it is 2 apiece. So no real trouble on serve so far. Yes, we had, of course, the WTA finals. Caroline Garcia winning the title there, and someone who's also had an incredible second half of the season and defeated Sabalenka. Yeah, Sabalenka, I watched that on-court interview. Sabalenka was very emotional, wasn't she? But yeah, hopefully Sabalenka can take that through with her next year, because I would love to see Sabalenka get a slam title at some point. Yeah, I really enjoy watching her play. But yeah, credit to Garcia that week. I was very, very surprised that Swiatek was knocked out in the semi-finals, to be honest. I had Swiatek down to win that one, but what a year she's had, though. So Ruud here at 15 love. Finds the serve. It's a good return. The forehand cross-court from Ruud. Forehand. Oh, he's just missed it, Felix. Just wide there. If he pulled that off, that would have been good. But no, 30 love. Yeah, I've been off for a while because I hadn't been very well, but I am back now, and it's almost Dr. Megan. Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a close one, but yeah, it's good to be back. So Felix, oh, great depth there. Ruud manages to get it back right at the baseline. So Felix is kind of on the defense now. The slice backhand from Felix, backhand cross-court from Ruud. Felix goes down the middle. The forehand cross-court now from Ruud. Backhand. Oh, he's just missed it. Felix, 40 love, sorry. Wow. 428 double faults in the year. Wow. I mean, she did, fair play to Sabalenka. She did address it in that encore interview, didn't she? After the loss in the final, saying, you know, be trying to get over the double faults and whatnot. Like, you know, she is aware of it, and she was able to make a joke out of it. It's really one of her weaknesses. Like you say, it's if she can find a second serve, because her game is so good. And her first serve is great as well when she gets it. No other players with more than 300 as well. Yeah, that's definitely something that Sabalenka needs to work on because, yeah, like I said, we know. I mean, she's beaten Swiatek. She almost beat her at the US Open as well. She's such a great player, but yeah, something in her head there that just stops her from. I don't know. It's got to be mental though, hasn't it? The double faults. So straightforward hold of serve in the end there for Casper Ruud. It is 3-2. I reckon Rafa will get through the group. Yeah, I don't know if it's more hope or what, but I think Rafa might get through it. Like I said, he's not expecting too much of himself at this tournament, Rafa, but he still does want to win it. He admitted that. Well, and Coco Gauff as well. Yeah, it's been a tough end of the season for Gauff. I mean, she was defeated in all her singles and doubles matches at the WTA finals, and then at the Billie Jean King Cup final. I don't know, the forehand just completely broke down for Coco Gauff there, and I think it's really worrying. I think actually, I mean, she's still very young, so it's great that we know something that she's got to improve, and she's still number one in doubles and top 10 in singles, Grand Slam finalist. But yeah, it's really. In that last match that she played in singles at the Billie Jean King Cup finals, the forehand just disappeared. So I'm hoping that that Gauff can come back really strong next year and come out the way that she started the season last year as well. Okay, so Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME all on serve so far, serving at 2-3. Okay, Felix, first serve down the tee, the backhand return from Ruud. It's a short ball. Felix goes cross-court, the backhand on the middle from Ruud. Now he's cross-court. Felix takes it down the line, backhand from Ruud. And he's got the error from Felix there. I think Felix was running to the other side, but couldn't quite pull off the backhand. Love 15. So we have got the inaugural United Cup at the beginning of next year in Australia, the mixed team event, which should be really exciting. Been looking forward to a good mixed event, like we had the Hopman Cup before. That's no longer a thing, but United Cup, yeah, should be good. Rafa Nadal and Iga Swiatek both will be playing for their countries there. It's a pretty good lineup, actually, all around for the United Cup. Second serve here for FA8. By the way, please hit that like button if you haven't already. Already at 34, which is brilliant. And subscribe to the channel too. Ruud it's a great forehand from Casper Ruud. Felix manages to get it back and play. Ruud again with that forehand. Felix goes cross-court. Ruud back cross-court. Felix is at the net now. Can he put the volley away? Oh, just about found the line there, Felix. I thought that might have been going wide. But it does go his way, 15 all. Ruud was pretty much in control at that point, but it was a nice move in to the net from Felix. Yeah, I enjoyed the Hopman Cup, just remembering, Kerber and Zverev playing doubles together and Federer and Bencic, and there's that crazy rally, wasn't it, between Kerber and Federer that I'll always remember in the Hopman Cup. So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to the United Cup. And yeah, I'm with you there, Gary. I really hope it doesn't get into her head. I mean, she's still, what is she, just 18, Coco Gauff now? And I think, it's definitely an area that she can hopefully improve on and work on it. And because she's still so young, I'm hoping maybe it's just a bit of fatigue. Because she has had a very, of course, busy season with the singles and the doubles. But yeah, wasn't a good autumn for Coco Gauff. So 30-15 here for Felix as he just about finds a piece of the line there on that previous shot. So finds the what a serve down the tee from Felix. It's ace number 4, or was that ace number 3? This scoreboard sometimes takes its time to update, but nevertheless brings up 40-15. First serve percentage up at 76 for Felix, 64% for Ruud. That was a third ace for Felix, 2 aces for Ruud. That's another really good serve. This time the swinging serve from Felix. And it goes unreturned, and it's a solid hold of serve. And we are even at 3 games apiece. Where is my Felix button? Here it is.
He's got this far, he's living his dream. Gonna be a star, AUGER-ALIASSIME. He's got this far, he's living his dream. He's gonna be a star, AUGER-ALIASSIME.
So Ruud doesn't quite find the first serve there. Yeah, excited to see what Nakashima and Lehechka, the 2 finalists from yesterday's ATP Next Gen Finals, do, because of course the previous winners of that, the likes of Carlos Alcaraz, Stefanos Tsitsipas won that, Yannick Sinner. So I quite enjoy them. I'm not a fan of the sets to 4 and the no ad scoring, but apart from that, I think it was a fun week there. 15 love here for Casper Ruud. Still, again, I don't think we've even had a deuce game. Not really been troubled on servers either, man. And there we go. That's long from Felix. 30 love. This is the first year we've had these finals in Turin. Of course, we're in London for so long. Yes, you did, didn't you? You said you got tickets. I hope you had I'm glad you had a great experience. Yeah, it looked really fun, actually. I would love to be in Milano. Yeah, the atmosphere looked really, really good as well, didn't it? And there's a slight mishit off the return there from Felix, but it goes in. So Ruud, into the net goes the forehand from Ruud. Well, that was an unforced error, 30-15. Yeah, Lorenzo Musetti was the top seed there. Would have been Holger Rune, but he withdrew then, of course, because he's now qualified to be an alternate here. So 30-15 here for Casper Ruud. That's a good serve. Felix manages to get the return, though. It's a short ball now from Ruud. Felix is at the net. The lob from Ruud. Felix, can he put the overhead away? Yes, he can. Here we go. 30 all. Maybe the first real chance on serve here. Let's look at this again. Yes, he did really well to get that return back in play, Felix, and he made it work for him. Solid on that overhead. Casper Ruud, 30 all. But a great first serve gives him 40-30. Into the net goes the return from Felix. Snuffs out that half a chance, does Ruud. So not quite half an hour on the match clock yet. It's pretty quick, I think. Finds the serve, does Ruud down the tee. Good return from Felix. Now with the backhand, the forehand cross-court goes Ruud. Felix down the middle, the forehand again from Ruud. That's good. He gets Felix going the wrong way, and it's a solid hold of serve there for Casper Ruud in the end. 4-3. Still no juices, no break points. It's hard to see which way this one's going to go, but it is Ruud who gets his nose in front, 4-3.
On the card, you'll be singing the blues. He had the shots, he don't know how to lose. It's eating up, cause he's lighting the fuse. It's Casper Ruud. It's Casper Ruud.
No idea why that button just started playing itself again there. I do like that Casper Ruud button, mind, but still, I'm gonna have a look and see if they've announced the tie for the Billie Jean King Cup finals, but I don't think the tie nominations have been announced yet. I can't see it for Switzerland versus Australia. I mean, you'd have to think that the second singles match would be Bencic versus Tomljanovic. But interesting to see what they put for the first nomination and then the doubles. But yeah, can't see a tie nomination there just yet. Although it is meant to be starting in about 15 minutes time. So yeah, I'm not sure there. I'll keep you posted anyway. But yeah, it's the first singles match there. It's a good group to come through as well, actually, for Switzerland, because they were in a group with Canada and Italy. Really could have gone either way. But yes, a good top in the group there for Switzerland. Great Britain, of course, that crazy they had to win all 3 matches against Spain to come through, and they did it. And then, yeah, Czech Republic and Australia then rounded off the semi-finals. But we have got a Switzerland-Australia final. Okay, so AUGER-ALIASSIME on serve, and Casper Ruud gets the first point again on the serve of Felix. He gets the error. Felix just looking a little frustrated there. I think love 15. I have to agree with you there, Gary and Lamberto, that Fort Worth was a little disappointing in terms of the atmosphere. I mean, it's always great here in Italy, isn't it? The atmosphere, but I do think the WTA did let the women down a little bit. And hopefully, yeah, if it does stay in Fort Worth, that they can, I mean, they didn't give much of a chance to promote it, did they? And to sell tickets, and especially the beginning of the tournament, the stands were pretty empty, and yeah, it was a shame because women's tennis is just so exciting. Hopefully they'll remedy that for next week, as we said. Into the net, though, goes the forehand there from Ruud, and now it's his turn to show some frustration. 15-all. Hi, Michael. I can neither confirm or deny that. No, I have no idea. Is that true? Don't think so, is it? Prediction from M is going to be 3 tight sets. Yes, really, something's got to give here. Neither player really being troubled on their own deal. Oh, but Felix, just the return. It was a great return from Ruud there. Came right back at the feet of Felix. He had to try and scoop that backhand out, and it's gone long. So 15-30. See, the two big men's finals in Italy. The next gen finals in Milan last week, and now we have this in Turin. Yeah, that's exactly what I thought as well. It's a strange choice for especially Hologic, which is a women's health brand, to choose Texas. But there we go. Hopefully it'll be better for next year. But it was a good win for Caroline Garcia in the end. Second serve here for Ruud to look at potential break point. Oh, it's a great angle there from Felix. Ruud manages to get there. Felix now at the net. Oh, he can't find the backhand, Ruud. That was a chance there for a break point for Casper Ruud. But it is 30-all. Well saved by Felix. They did well to get out of that rally, actually. And you can hear the crowd already here getting involved. It does seem to be pretty full here, this crowd. Still 30-all. Maybe a chance for Ruud here. The back end of this opening set. Finds a good first serve. Gets the return in play. The forehand now from Felix. He's overcooked that forehand as Casper Ruud. Unforced error there for the Norwegian. And it's 40-30. Yeah, it's been in Shenzhen previously, wasn't it? But of course, there's no tournaments in China this year. So yeah, we never know if it. We don't know if it is going to be in Fort Worth. They haven't confirmed if whether the tournament's returning there next year. So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, it was always a good atmosphere there. Sabalenka tended to do quite well in the Asian swing at the back end of the year as well. I haven't got the impression that the crowd are particularly for one player or the other. I think they're just bringing some good atmosphere and hoping to see some good tennis. I don't get the impression that they're more in favor of Ruud or Felix. A let on the serve here for Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME has a game point, finds the serve, the backhand return from Ruud. Backhand cross-court goes Felix, the backhand cross-court from Ruud. Now Felix goes down the line, forehand cross-court from Ruud. Felix goes down the line, backhand cross-court Ruud down the middle, the forehand down the middle from Felix. Forehand cross-court Ruud, backhand cross-court Felix, and he's made the mistake on the backhand as Casper Ruud. And there's a fist pump from Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME, who holds serve for 4 games apiece. Still no juices. No break points. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, I didn't get to see a lot of the matches, to be honest, at the WTA finals. I got to see the first matches, but the second ones were on way too late. So yeah, luckily for me anyway, I'll be able to catch all of Rafa's matches, all of the matches here in Turin. That's a good serve from Casper Ruud into the net. Goes the return from Felix. 15-love. Yes, I think Guadalajara last year was brilliant. I would love to see it back there. Yeah, even though the time difference, like you say, it wasn't great for us. The atmosphere was just, it was brilliant. It really was, and so was the WTA 1000 there as well this year. So yeah, despite the time difference, I really enjoyed the Guadalajara. Okay, so 15-love Casper Ruud. Has he made that field? No, it's long, and Felix again. You're just hitting his racket there, and annoyed with that error. He's still having a little word with himself there at the back of the court, Felix. It is 30-love to Casper Ruud. Oh, just misses the tee serve there. Does Ruud, second serve. Second serve, Ruud. 4-1 return, Felix into the net. 40-love for Casper Ruud. Yeah, it's a very different era of women's tennis, isn't it? I mean, we've had such domination and rivalries, like you say, with the Williams sisters, Hingis, Clijsters, Enan, and so on. And even before that as well, with Navratilova and Everton and all that. So it's a lot, it's a lot more broad, I suppose, and depth of women's tennis, where you've got so many players at sort of at the top end of the game. It's no real dominant, except for Swiatek right now. There's no real sort of dominant rivalries, I suppose. But I think that's what's exciting about it. That you go in and you don't know. There's not. You don't go in and think, oh, that this isn't going to be a good match. This person's going to win the tournament easily. It's so exciting. But yeah, as you say, Iga Swiatek is the dominant force in tennis right now. And if we can find a good rival for Swiatek, then that could be really exciting. But yeah, I'm with you there. Tennis is tennis, regardless of whether it's the men or the women. Yeah, I love it. I think that's where tennis actually does better than a lot of sports out there is, that the fact that the men's and the women's game both gets, the coverage and that it deserves. It's far above a lot of other sports in that regard. So Casper Ruud, a game away from this opening set, but still nothing giving on serve so far. So if we look at the first serve percentage and first serve points won, you can see is right up there in the 80s and 70s for both men. Very good point there. If Roger just existed without Novak and Rafa, yeah, the big three, I mean, they've made themselves better. They've made tennis better. You know, I heard somebody talking about this the other day. The fact that now that that Roger's retired and that Rafa was out of the game for a little while, we hadn't seen him, you know, in Paris and whatever. That Djokovic on his own, they seem the big three like they're pack hunters. I think was the expression that they used. And you know, when there's just one of them out on their own, you feel like the other little cubs can kind of come in and pick them off. So yeah, you know, if just one of the big three had existed without the other two, then you know it wouldn't have been what we've had. And that is very true. Yeah, Barty's Swiatek rivalry would have been great. It really would have. But yeah, credit to Swiatek really for picking up that mantle that Barty left after that surprise retirement earlier this year. So Felix serving to stay in the opening set. For some reason, I feel like my video is a little bit behind the scoreboard here. What a second serve from Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME. A second serve ace. 15 love. What a swinging serve there from Felix. It is so good to see Felix doing well after, you know, struggling so much in finals. And now he's, well, he seemed pretty unstoppable until he finally got taken out by Rune in that second semi-final, sorry, over in Paris. That's another ace from Felix. What a serve that was. 30 love. It's ace number 5 now for AUGER-ALIASSIME. He really has found something on this surface as Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME. Indeed, yeah, showing what he's capable of. Because he was that young player that everybody was sort of talking about, and he hadn't really been producing the results to come with it. And now he's showing us why everyone was talking about him at a young age. And yeah, I mean, he looked unstoppable those 3 weeks. Here we go. Points won on serve. Both men, 83% of their points won on serve for the match so far. And another ace number 6 there for Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME, sets up triple game point. That's another really good serve. Comes into the net to put it away, and it's a game to love for Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME. And on we go here. It is 5 games apiece. So we are at the business end of the set. 5 games all. Are we going to see a tiebreak perhaps to decide this one? So pressure back on Casper Ruud at 5-all. That's a great serve. 15 love. Yes. So you got Uncle Tony is there supporting Felix now, but when Rafa plays Felix, maybe it'll be like at the French Open where Uncle Tony, they believe each other, and he ended up just sitting right smack bang in the middle of the court in the president's box. It's an interesting choice from Uncle Tony there, but yeah, is still working with Felix. 30 love here for Casper Ruud. Yeah, talking about Jannik Sinner there, actually, yeah, he's one of my favourite players. He's unfortunate news that he's out of the Davis Cup finals taking place for Italy with a finger injury that he's picked up. I mean, he's had such bad luck as Jannik Sinner this year, and I really wish him well for next year because, yeah, I love to watch him play. It's such a shame that he won't be able to compete in those finals for Italy. And solid again on the overhead from Casper Ruud, brings up 40 love. Again, solid on serve, both men here. We've got, we'll see what kind of sort of form Rafa's in tonight against Taylor Fritz. But he's really embraced fatherhood as Rafa, little baby Rafa, is here in Turin. There's a game to love for Casper Ruud. What a solid hold of serve to at least guarantee himself a tiebreak. And Felix is going to have to serve to stay in this one again at 6-5 to Casper Ruud.
On the card, you'll be singing the blues. He had the shots, he don't know how to lose. It's eating up, cause he's lighting the fuse. It's Casper Ruud. It's Casper Ruud.
Yes, BJK Cup final starting very soon. Hi, Casey. By the way, yeah, we've got should be starting any minute now, really, between Switzerland and Australia. I still can't see a tie nomination on the website. I don't know why that is, because obviously it will have been announced. Let me see if I can find a stream for it, and I try to keep you posted on the result there. Should be getting underway. Well, hello, Jean. Good to see you again as well. I missed you coming in first there, but yeah, I can see your comment now. How are you? Oh, here we go. JC's looking for a Ruud win. Everybody, please hit the like button, yes, and subscribe to the channel as well. Come on, we can easily get to 50 likes. We're almost there. At least 50 for this one. Nah, let's go for 100. Let's dream big. Okay, here we go. Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME serving once again to stay in this opening set. 5-6. Finds a good serve, gets the block return in play. Oh, he's just made that, Felix. Now the lob from Ruud is... Oh, Ruud's going to challenge, actually. Ruud has stopped the point here to challenge that ball from Felix. It was very close. Let's see what Hawkeye says here. I think it's just clipped the line here. It has just clipped the line. That was a not a great challenge there for Casper Ruud. So 15 love. Yes, it is. It's been on. Well, it's on BT Sport in the UK, except for the UK matches. But I think I've got a stream here for it, so I can keep you up to date on the score. AUGER-ALIASSIME at 15 love. Finds a good first serve, backhand return from Ruud. Cross goes Felix, and oh, he's landed in that backhand from Ruud. It's caught Felix out, and it's 15 all. Right, let's have a look and see about this Billie Jean King Cup final stream. Okay, I've got the stream here, so yeah, they're not out on court yet. They're still going through the whole introduction thing, so yeah, I'll keep you posted there. Unforced errors on the backhand side here. Twice the amount for FAA than for Ruud. 6 for Felix and 3 for Casper on that backhand side. Oh, he's just missed the serve down the tee there, Felix. Second serve. I'm very well, thank you, Jean. Yes, it's been a long tennis season, hasn't it? But I'm going to enjoy these last couple of weeks of tennis. Finds the second serve, backhand return from Ruud. The forehand from Felix goes back to that forehand wing of Ruud. He manages to dig it out. Now the cross court from Felix. That's really good. Ruud is playing defense. He gets it in play. Big forehand again from Felix. Ruud is there. This is a great rally. He's at the net now, Felix. Can he put the overhead away? Yes, he can. Solid once again overhead from the Canadian. 30-15. It was a really good rally, actually, and there's a couple of balls there that Ruud did very, very well to get back in play. I mean, that was very good from Casper Ruud, but in the end, snuffed out by Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME with a solid forehand overhead. So 30-15 here for Felix. And an ace. Ace number 7 for Felix. Or is that ace number 6? No, that is number 7 for Felix. Brings up 40-15. Solid. Once again on serve. Really, really solid. And so they're just introducing the teams now over in Glasgow for the Billie Jean King Cup final. Or let on the first serve there from Felix. That would have been a heck of a serve down the tee as well. He's hitting some great serves out wide, actually. A lot of his aces have been on that serve out wide, Felix. MJ, so the Billie Jean King Cup, it's been going for a couple of years now. I mean, it's basically the Fed Cup, but renamed and revamped. But it was played as a Billie Jean King Cup. Well, last year it was won by Russia, who of course aren't playing this year. Switzerland made the final there as well. So yeah, it has been played before, but it's in Glasgow this year. It is the Fed Cup, but just revamped. And a solid holder serve once again for Felix does give us a tiebreak here for this opening set. It is 6 games apiece, and we are going to be decided by a 7-point tiebreak. Okay, any predictions for this tiebreak? I mean, no break points at all in this opening set so far. Oh, it's an ace for Casper Ruud. Felix is going to challenge this one, but I think that was a good serve out wide for Casper to bring up ace number 3. Okay, M's 8-6, Ruud, John 7-5, Felix 7-4, Felix 7-4, Ruud, who mixed bag here, and that was a good serve for Casper Ruud. 7-0, Ruud. Okay, great start from Casper. Felix with the serve now. Yeah, 3 aces there now for Casper. AUGER-ALIASSIME take it this time here. Now ready to serve. Finds a good serve down the tee. Ruud manages to get the block return in play, but Felix is at the net to put it away. 1-1. Oh, no worries, John. I don't even know what I said, to be honest. Just said I'm very well and going to enjoy these last couple of weeks of the tennis season, and yeah, hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, so yeah, they played as the Russian Olympic Committee last year, didn't they? Or because, well, for separate reasons, because I think it was the doping scandal and stuff that had been happening with the Russian athletes, so they had to play under that Russian Olympic Committee flag last year, but yeah, not even allowed to play as a team this year. Well, Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME takes care of business very quickly on his own serve, and it is 2-1. Oh, Jean, I'm so sorry. That's awful. I'm really, really sorry about that. Hope you're all right. Oh, can Russian figure skaters not compete in figure skate? Is that individually, or is that as in a team event? Again, on serve, Casper Ruud, no trouble at all. 2-2. Hello, Capo. Yeah, Jean. Yeah, sending you all the well wishes. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I can't imagine what it's going to be like losing my own. So yeah, I hope you're okay, or as okay as you can be. Oh, good at the net there from Casper Ruud. Yet to stretch for that volley, but he's done well. 3-2. Yeah, so yeah, I definitely think that Russian players should be able to play individually, Russian and Belarusian players. I don't understand, the whole Wimbledon thing, banning them completely. I don't see any problem with that at all. The team competition, I'm less convinced. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, I mean, as individual players, I'm very glad to be seeing, like the likes of Medvedev and Rublev at these championships, and Sabalenka at the WTA as well. Second serve here for Felix. Oh, getting in on 50 likes. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. Second serve, Felix. Oh, it's a double fault. That is the first double fault of the match for either player. And what a time to hit it. Ruud has now got the mini break in this tiebreak. 4-2. As we change ends. So over in the Billie Jean King Cup, they're doing the anthem. I think they're actually doing a moment of remembrance, Remembrance Day. Billie Jean is there, as are the two teams. I'll let you know once play gets underway over there. But it is Casper Ruud now who has got the advantage in this tiebreak. 4-2. Still a serve here for Felix. Okay, can he at least keep it to just the single mini break here, Felix? It's such a solid set of tennis. A let for the first serve here. I still can't see a tie nomination for the Billie Jean King Cup on the website, which is strange. But, well, I guess we'll find out very soon who's going to be playing anyway. Finds a good serve there. Does Felix take care of the second point on serve, and it is 4-3 Casper Ruud. So still with the advantage here in the tiebreak. I'm just going to check on their head-to-head, the AUGER-ALIASSIME Ruud head-to-head, because I was looking at it earlier and I can't even remember what it said now. Ruud with a good serve, follows it up with the forehand, the cross-court forehand from Felix, backhand slice from Ruud. Felix goes back into the corner. Oh, has he found the pass, Casper Ruud? Has that gone in? I think he's found the pass. I think he's found that. That will be an incredible pass if he's made that. Let's have a look. It's being challenged. I think it's being challenged by Felix. Has he made this? No, it's out. He hasn't made it. And the mini break goes right back to Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME. It is 4 apiece. That was a good rally there. But yeah, tough. So I just found the head-to-head. It is 2-1 to Casper Ruud in terms of the head-to-head. He's won their 2 most recent meetings. Felix won back in 2019. And that is out from Felix. So Ruud back in front there, 5-4. Oh, thank you for that. I've been trying to find the tie nominations and it's just not coming up, but it's looking, yeah, I'm not surprised if it's Golubic-Sanders, to be honest, because Sanders has been great in singles for Australia, and Golubic as well, winning her 2 singles. So should be an interesting one there. Oh, sorry, Gary. What question did I miss? Let's see. Any predictions on how many tiebreaks will be played this week? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be a lot of tiebreaks, and we're already seeing one here in the first set. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we see a lot, especially given the players that we've got. And as Sean says here, Turin played at altitude, so very fast conditions. I was mentioning that it seems to be playing quite fast today, and yeah, that's why, because it's at altitude. Second serve here, Felix gets the return, does Ruud. The forehand from Felix, backhand cross-court, Ruud. Felix with the forehand, cross-court goes Ruud. Felix with the forehand, cross-court. Ruud goes down the line, backhand now from Felix. He's missed the backhand, Felix. And it's 2 set points here for Casper Ruud. He's still going to have one more serve, Felix, but he just stands there with a hand on his hip. 2 set points for Casper Ruud. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, sorry, that wasn't a very specific answer on how many tie breaks, but yeah, probably a lot. Oh, I like the stat here. Felix played the most tie breaks in 2022. It's 50-second tie break, blimey. So, set point number 1 for Casper Ruud. This one on the serve of FAA. Yeah, could you get a prediction right, MJ? Let's see. Second serve, Felix. That goes into the net. Second serve, just taking his time, Felix. Finds the second serve. Ruud with the backhand return. Felix has gone long. And it is the opening set for Casper Ruud. Well, yes, if you predicted 7-4 Ruud, you'd be right. Well, just a couple of errors there in that opening set and that tiebreak from Felix. So solid on serve, but Ruud did play the better tiebreak, and he's taken it 7 points to 4. Casper Ruud in just under an hour. He's got the first set in the bag as the Norwegian.
On the card, you'll be singing the blues. He had the shots, he don't know how to lose. It's eating up, cause he's lighting the fuse. It's Casper Ruud. It's Casper Ruud.
I'll have to try and figure out a prize for you for getting that one right. Well, I was wondering if fatigue might be an issue for Felix. I think it may have started to creep in during Paris. But, I mean, you know, he was solid on serve. So it just a couple of mental errors, I think, in that tiebreak handed it to Ruud. But Ruud played a very, very solid set of tennis. How many times have I said solid in this? But that's what it has been, really, from both of them. No break points. And it has gone the way of Casper. Like I said, who's won the previous 2 meetings. Felix won the first match between the two of them, but then Casper Ruud with that rout as well earlier this year against Felix. Okay, a question. My favorite exhibition tournament. Yeah, if it counts, I am a big fan. I was talking about this when I covered the Laver Cup, that I wasn't convinced by the Laver Cup to begin with, but I'm all in on it now. I really do enjoy the Laver Cup. For me, I'm not a huge exhibition fan, to be honest. But I feel like, because, you know, it's a team competition and whatnot. I enjoy the Laver Cup. I heard somebody call the Next Gen Finals an exhibition yesterday, which at the beginning I was like, really, I don't know if that counts as an exhibition, but I do enjoy it. So if it does count, then I'd put that up there as well. But yeah, I'm not huge on exhibitions, but yeah, Laver Cup would probably be up there for mine as well. Yeah, Gary, yes. Well, Casper surprised this week. You might be right. Although, you know, this, like I said, with the head-to-head and the past couple of meetings they've had, you know, you probably would have to, you know, give Ruud the edge, you know, notwithstanding the form that Felix has been in the past couple of months. But I probably would have put Ruud just ahead of Felix, I think, for this one. I think Felix has actually gone off court there, but he's coming back now. 5 unforced errors combined. I mean, it is solid. There's no other word for it. So, we've got the first singles match for the Billie Jean King Cup will actually be Storm Sanders and Jill Teichmann. So they're putting Teichmann in instead of Golubic for Switzerland. So yeah, should be excited. So they're warming up right now. So yeah, Jill Teichmann for Switzerland, Storm Sanders for Australia for that opening tie at the Billie Jean King Cup Finals. Okay, so AUGER-ALIASSIME to serve to get this second set underway. Needs to just put that, you know, tiebreak behind him and try to be as strong on serve as he was in that opening set. I'm not convinced about this Dubai exhibition, but yeah, he's announced that Zverev will be back for that. As a lot of players have been announced, top players for this Dubai exhibition, haven't they? But yeah, I don't know. I'm not convinced about it. But I'll probably end up still watching it, to be honest, because this is tennis at the end of the day. And yeah, the lineup seems to be pretty great as well. So, oh, that's a good point. Ruud having success at altitude. Made semi-finals in Madrid last year. Madrid, of course, that Masters 1000 that is played at altitude. This was won by, if you remember, Carlos Alcaraz this year. But yeah, that's a good point, actually. Ruud playing at altitude is strong, and he's taken the opening point here. Love 15 on the serve of Felix. I'm still reckon this is going to 3. Well, if we're not going to get any break points, this could be 3 tie breaks. Second serve here for Felix. So they are just about getting underway over in Glasgow. And thanks to this, Jean, yes, we've got Teichmann, Sanders. Then, as expected, really, for the second match, Bencic versus Tomljanovic. That should be a good one. And then the doubles will be Bencic, Teichmann versus Sanders and Stosur. Can you imagine if Australia wins this this Billie Jean King Cup finals without Ash Barty? That would be some achievement, wouldn't it? But yeah, well, I was yesterday. I was pulling for Great Britain and the Czech Republic actually to come through it. So I didn't get my way on either of those. But yeah, I'm Tomljanovic Bencic. I'm very much looking forward to. I'm a big fan of Tomljanovic actually, and well, what a win that Harriet Dart got over Tomljanovic yesterday. Not yesterday. In the no, it was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah, in the second tie. Keeping it alive for Great Britain, eventually went down in the doubles in a deciding tiebreak. (30-15) here for Felix. Second serve. I absolutely think that's probably right. I think he is underrated because he's not flashy, he's not, the likes of an Alcaraz or a Shapovalov who plays those big shots, and he's a nice guy, he's very mild mannered, you don't see outbursts on the court or flashy shots, and I think that might be why he's underrated. But I'm a big fan of Casper Ruud here, and I'm hoping that people can start to appreciate his tennis. That's good there from Felix, 40-15. Thanks, Gary. It's true, though, isn't it? I mean, I say these things like I don't, but it is tennis. It is. I can't not watch it. I was trying to tell my partner today, I was like, tennis season is finally coming to an end. Don't worry. And then I was like, no, wait a second. We've got the Davis Cup finals to come. Well, that's a great response from Felix after dropping that opening set to close that opening game out to 15. He leads by 1-0 now in this second set.
He's got this far, he's living his dream. He's gonna be a star, Auger-Aliassime. He's got this far, he's living his dream. He's gonna be a star, Auger-Aliassime.
So back to Ruud to serve. Let's go check on the Billie Jean King Cup. So yes, they're just getting underway. Teichmann to serve, I believe, to start that one. Casper Ruud solid at the net there. Oh, but Felix picks it up. Ruud with an overhead eventually puts it away with the overhead. Casper Ruud. It was a great pickup from Felix there, but eventually snuffed out by Casper. 15-love. Still, the Billie Jean King Cup website is a bit all over the place here. With I'm looking for the match lineups, and they've still not put them up there on the website. But yeah, that is what's going on. And Teichmann has just started serving here there. Oh, it's a wild forehand there from Casper Ruud. And it's well wide, 15 all. Pencic and Isla, both feisty women. Yeah, it's been a great year for Tomljanovic, and I really hope that a lot more people have started to kind of appreciate it, because I thought she was such an underrated player. But she's she's done a lot this year, and notably ending the professional career of Serena Williams. But I mean, yeah, she's one of the subjects of the Netflix show, isn't she, Tomljanovic? I think. Well, initially, I think a lot of the focus probably would have been on her relationship with Berrettini, but now, I mean, well, it's all going to be about her. She really has sort of come into her own, I think, this year. She made her first slam quarterfinal last year and then backed it up again this year. So, yeah, got a lot of time for the tennis of Tomljanovic. And then, of course, Bencic, when she plays for her country, gold medalist at the Olympics last year, and does very well playing at the Billie Jean King Cup as well. There's some countries, some nations and players that they just seem to come alive when playing for their country. You think the Australian team, the Swiss team, the British team, all semi-finalists, but you never really, the players that they have, barring Tomljanovic, I suppose, and Bencic, but, really seem to sort of come into their own playing for their countries. And yeah, it's fun to see. Casper Ruud finds a second serve. 4-turn from Felix. Down the middle goes Casper. Back and into the net goes Felix. And it is a hold to 15 this time for Casper Ruud. One apiece. And are we going to see this again? Just rolling through the service games. And possibly are we going to get a second set tiebreak? Oh, we're almost at 50 likes as well. Just 2 more to go. Please hit that like button if you haven't done so, and subscribe to the channel. We're getting to closer and closer to 50k subscribers. Okay, back to Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME to serve. Serves out wide, and it's an ace. Ace number 8 for FAA, 15 love. Okay, let me go check on the Billie Jean King Cup finals there. Yeah, it is Teichmann serving. I still don't think they've... where's the scoreboard there? Have they not gotten underway yet? Okay, Felix. Oh, just misses the tee serve. I thought there was going to be another ace there from Felix. I'm trying to think myself what feisty means. How to describe what it means. I mean, there we go. Thanks, Ronan. Ronan has come to the rescue of a person, typically one who is relatively small. I've been described as feisty, by the way, if that means anything to you. I don't know if it's true, but I am quite a small person. Yeah, someone who's relatively small, lively, determined, courageous. Yeah, pretty much. Let me see what what I can find to describe it. I'm really bad at trying to describe what words mean, but that's what Google comes up with anyway. Oh, lovely from Casper Ruud. What a finish there. I think was that the longest rally of the match they've just said there? Let's have a look at this. The forehand inside in from Felix. Casper Ruud manages to dig it out. Felix is at the net with the drop shot. Ruud, he manages to get there, lobs it. Felix puts the overhead, and then Casper just flicks it back to the forehand side there. That was lovely. From Ruud, 15 all. Active, forceful, determined, full of animation, energy, courage, spirited, plucky. Does that help? That's good there from Felix at the net. Puts the volley away, 30-15. Yeah, fighting spirit definitely is part of it. I am an angel, I admit now. Yeah, I don't know. I think feisty especially can be when, you don't expect it. If it's from, a small person who's generally quiet, but then they show some, kind of courage and fighting spirit. I don't know. It's fiery can be part of it as well. Feist. Well, I don't know. I'll let you make up your mind about that. Good serve down the tee from Felix. Oh, he tries the drop shot, and it's nowhere near clearing the net there. That drop shot from Felix. 30 all. But no break points yet in this match. Can Ruud carve himself out one here? Just can't quite pull off that backhand drop shot, Felix. I say can't quite. It was nowhere near the net, to be honest. So potentially a chance here for Ruud. Snuffed out very quickly by a good serve and +1 from Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME. 40-30. Still no break points as that goes into the net from Ruud. Yeah. Oh, goodness me. Maybe one day in my dreams. Anyway, let's just enjoy this one. 40-30, Felix. Oh, another ace. Ace number 9 from AUGER-ALIASSIME down the tee. And snuffs out any chance of a break point there against Casper Ruud. And he leads again now by 2-1 here. There's Felix. Solid there. Solid. I need to stop saying solid, but that's what this is on serve. I mean, there's no looking whatsoever on the serve of either man really here. And I would not be surprised if we're going to see another tiebreak. But it's Felix who edges in front, 2-1.
He's got this far, he's living his dream. Gonna be a star, AUGER-ALIASSIME. He's got this far, he's living his dream. He's gonna be a star, AUGER-ALIASSIME.
So over in the Billie Jean King Cup finals, it's 1 game apiece so far, all on serve. Teichmann serving at 1-1. Yeah, be a interesting one there. I mean, I'm trying to think who the favorite would be. I mean, probably, well, in terms of ranking, it would probably be Teichmann, right? But Sanders is also a very good doubles player. She's been in the top 10 in the world in doubles as Sanders. And they came through that really tough doubles match yesterday against Great Britain to clinch the tie for Australia. But yeah, could be a key opening match, this one, because like I said, Benčić Tomljanovic should be a really good match. You probably have to maybe edge Benčić the way she's been playing, but so you feel this is probably maybe a must win for Sanders. Oh, we've hit 50 likes as well. Excellent. Thank you, everybody, very much for hitting that button. You know what I'm going to say now. Let's get to 100. Yeah, that would be brilliant, actually. Yeah, to do a women's Grand Slam final with Nicolette. I believe she's still around. I haven't seen her in a while, but yes, we should be seeing it more of Nicolette, hopefully, for the Grand Slams and going forward. Into the net goes the backhand there from Felix, and not happy there, Felix. A bit of an angry roar there from Felix. Unforced errors on the no backhand winners for either man. Unforced errors on the backhand, 3 for Ruud, 10 for Felix. Yeah, it is that backhand maybe that's breaking down a little bit for Felix, and yeah, he was not happy with that one at all. Second serve here for Ruud. Oh, it's a second serve ace. The pop on that one. 30 love. That is ace number 4 for Casper Ruud. Compared to 10 for AUGER-ALIASSIME. Yeah, no backhand winners. That's surprising. Oh, an ace down the tee. Ace number 5 for Casper Ruud brings up 40 love. Yeah, serving has just been insane. Really has. I mean, look at the stats there on serve in terms of first serve percentage in and points won. Very, very good for both men. It's either the second serve that Ruud has the edge. Although, looking at that now, the second serve points won. I mean, has he only had to hit 6 second serves? That can't be right, surely. Oh, just double fault there from Casper Ruud. That's his first of the match. So it won't be a game to love. 40-15. Oh, was that your first stream? That was mine, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure I did Venus versus Van Uytvanck at the US Open. Venus in that really good green kit. Oh, it's a good get from Ruud. Felix playing with the corners, though. And from 40 love, 40-30. Here comes Felix, maybe. Yeah, just really great depth and width, actually. Was that even applauded by Ruud there, I think, there as well. Still with another chance to close out the game for 2-all. Finds a first serve. It's a good return. The forehand now from Ruud. Backhand down the middle goes Felix. Forehand from Ruud. Oh, just slice from Felix into the net goes Ruud. And here we go. I think this is the first deuce of the match. And he was 40 love up in this game, was Ruud. Oh, I love this. Thank you. David made me stay and Meg made me subscribe. I love that. Well, hello, Dreamt. Good to see you again. So, from 40 love, we're at deuce. Felix suddenly putting some pressure on the Ruud serve for the first time, really, in this match. So Felix with the cross-court forehand down the line from Ruud. The backhand cross-court from Felix. Ruud goes back down the middle. Forehand from Felix. Forehand cross-court from Ruud. Felix, he's found a good angle there, but Ruud somehow gets there again. Oh, the slice from Ruud just clears the net. The slice from Felix, another slice from Ruud. Forehand has missed from Felix. What a rally that was. And Felix has made the error, and it's advantage Ruud. I felt like Felix had the upper hand in that rally as well. There was 20 shots that rally. But Ruud just hanging in there, getting the balls back, and then got the error. Just went for too much of an angle there, did Felix. So another chance to close this game out. Casper Ruud. Still no break points in this match at all. Good serve. Good return. Another forehand from Ruud. Forehand from Felix. Back. Oh, so miss hit on the backhand from Ruud. And back to deuce we go. So yeah, this has to be the longest service game so far of the match. Here's Uncle Tony. So Ruud under pressure here. He's got the first set in the bag. Can Felix get the first break point of the match here? Has got a second serve to look at as well. Second serve here for Ruud. It's a good serve. The return is in. Then Felix all into the net with the backhand, and it's advantage Ruud. Over in Glasgow, by the way, it's an early break of serve for Jill Teichmann over Storm Sanders. Teichmann leads by 2-1 and serving. I don't know what's going on with the Billie Jean King Cup website. The live scores are just, I don't know what's happening. They're not even loading, but I've got the stream up there. So yeah, it's a break 2-1 for Switzerland. Second serve here for Casper Ruud. 40 love up in this game, remember. Finds the second serve. Backhand return from Felix is right to the baseline. Down the middle now. Ruud with the looping ball. Takes the forehand as Felix. The backhand from Ruud. Just in. Felix now with a short ball. Ruud's at the net. Can Felix pass? He tries the lob, but it's going to be long. And Ruud does hold on. A tough service game. The toughest of the match. But Ruud does come through and evens the score at 2 games apiece as Ruud goes for a racket change. That was the longest game, yes, by 6 minutes and 20 seconds that game, longest of the match. Pressure back to Felix now. Actually, I don't think it is a break of serve. It's on serve over in Billie Jean King Cup final. It was wrong. They and yeah, the website is all over the place right now. They were saying it was a break of serve, but it's actually on serve. It's 2-1 with Sanders serving it. 1-2. Apology for the wrong information there. Oh, it's an ace for Felix to open up this game. 15 love. And it's ace number 9 of the match, I think, for the Canadian. Yeah, still the live scores aren't even displaying for the Billie Jean King Cup finals. It's very strange. I mean, the coverage as well has been pretty crazy. It's not been easy to get a stream for matches that haven't been the British ones anyway. Felix is at the net here. Ruud, can he pass him? No, into the net goes the forehand of Casper Ruud. 30 love. That was good at the net there from Felix. So, yeah, Sanders serving 1-2, 30-15 so far. Here we are. AUGER-ALIASSIME, 30 love. After a tough service game from Ruud, if Felix can roll through this one, maybe put the pressure right back on Ruud. Oh, it's another ace from Felix. That is ace number 10. Great serve down the tee, brings up 40 love. And that is double the aces now for Felix than Ruud. 5 in this set, 10 overall. So 40 love for Felix. And another really good serve. Well, it's a game to love from Felix after that tough service game of Ruud. And he gets back in front, Felix. He leads by 3-2.
He's got this far, he's living his dream. Gonna be a star, AUGER-ALIASSIME. He's got this far, he's living his dream. He's gonna be a star, AUGER-ALIASSIME.
Yeah, it's a competitive match, isn't it? Yeah, I would not be surprised if we get another tiebreak here. Definitely getting our money's worth. Yeah, so the format as it goes is you'll have 2 doubles and 2 singles matches. So the singles matches, the doubles matches, sorry, will kick off play at what time is it local time? Let me just pull up the schedule. So 11:30 a.m. local time, play kicks off with the doubles. Then not before 2 is a singles, which is this. Then not before 6:30 will be the second doubles, and then not before 9 will be the evening session of the singles. So we had in the first doubles match, we had Lloyd Glasspool and Harry Heliovara winning over Marcelo Arevalo and Jean-Julien Roger. And then we have, of course, this match. Then following this will be Rajiv Ram and Joe Salisbury, the second seeds, facing Marcel Granollers and Horacio Zeballos. And then Rafa Nadal to finish things off versus Taylor Fritz. Okay, well, I incorrectly told you that there was a break of serve. There is now definitely a break of serve over in the Billie Jean King Cup finals. Jill Teichmann has broken the serve of Sanders, and she is serving at 3-1. So, back to Ruud, serving at 2-3. That's a good start with a good serve. Into the net goes the return, 15 love Ruud. Yeah, it looks like a really good crowd here in these opening days in Turin. Interesting that, yeah, starts on a Sunday this year. It as we had the Next Gen finals yesterday. Right, Ruud, good serve, follows it up with the forehand cross-court. Felix down the middle, forehand again from Ruud, backhand from Felix. Ruud goes back to the other side. Felix tries to dig it out. He does. Now Ruud is at the net. Felix, can he pass him? Yes, he can. Felix finds the passing shot. 15 all. He just gives nothing away, does he, Casper, Ruud? But yeah, that was found some space there, did Felix. I like the move in from Ruud, but he found the line there, did Felix, with the pass. So 15 all. Finds a third serve. It's a good return, and he's got the error from Casper Ruud. 15-30. Yeah, the return came right down to the middle of the court at the baseline, and Casper Ruud just had to flick it out. Here you go. First serve points won. In the opening set, 87% for Ruud and 78% for Felix. Now in the second set, first serve points won. 54% for Ruud, up at 91% for Felix. Finds a first serve again, does Ruud. This time the return is long from Felix, 30 all. And Arthur, there's not even been a break point. No breaks, no break points. That's all yet. Felix is going to challenge this. But, I mean, it looked pretty long. Hawkeye says it was well long. It's a strange challenge there from Felix, but nevertheless, 30 all. Is something going to give on serve here? Oh, just missed. I thought that was an ace there from Ruud, but was called out at the last minute. As we've hit an hour and a half for this match now. Finds the second serve, the backhand return from Felix. Forehand from Ruud. Cross court from Felix is wide. 40-30. Just a couple of errors here from Felix. After finding that really good passing shot. Can't quite back it up. And he's still muttering to himself, is Felix. So a game point here for Ruud at 40-30. Oh, again. There's a really late call on the serve. Thought that was an ace. He's going to challenge it actually as well, Casper Ruud. Maybe worth a look. Let's see what Hawkeye has to say once again. No, it wasn't. It was long. So, second serve. Finds the serve. Forehand return. The forehand now from Casper. Cross court. Oh, he's mishit that forehand, Felix. And it's a hold of serve for Casper Ruud. And we're even once again at 3 games apiece. So, it is now 4-1 to Team Switzerland over in Glasgow. Jill Teichmann versus Storm Sanders. Sanders serving 1-4. So it's looking good so far for Team Switzerland. So back to Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME for the serve. Still no break points. So Felix to serve. Oh, just clips the net. Oh, thank you very much for your support. And it's a crazy stat, actually. I mean, Rune, with the title run in Paris, like you said, had 5 top 10 wins back to back, and it was the first time that's been done in the ATP Tour history. I think in the same tournament, 5 top 10 wins. More than Ruud did in both his Grand Slam final appearances, which is that's mad. That's a very good stat. But it's a crazy list of players that he beat, wasn't it, Rune? I mean, you beat Mannarino in the first round. I think then there was Hurkacz, there was Rublev, there was Alcaraz, there was AUGER-ALIASSIME, and then there was Djokovic. So but that's crazy. That's more than Ruud did in his Grand Slam final appearances. But thank you very much for your support. And everyone, get on that like button if you haven't already. So we'll love 15 here. On the serve of Felix. Oh, sorry. It was Wawrinka, wasn't it? I made this mistake earlier because I remember that I looked at the... it was Hurkacz who played Mannarino, wasn't it? And that's why I said it, because I made that mistake before. It was Wawrinka, because he saved match points against Wawrinka. Apologies for that. Because he nearly left to Wawrinka. And of course, because there was that slightly controversial comment that Wawrinka made at the net telling Rune to stop acting like a baby on the court. It was Hurkacz who played Manarino in the opening round, and then he played Hurkacz in the second round. Yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, that Wawrinka match, by the way, if you didn't see it, go and have a look at it, because saved match points did Rune, some choice words from Wawrinka at the net as well. Second serve here for Felix, 15-all, finds a forehand return, does Ruud, forehand from Felix. That's a big forehand from Ruud, and gets the error from Felix, 15-30. Are you already wondering about this Casper against Rafa on a fast indoor hard court? Oh, here you go. Second serve points. Points won. 80% to Ruud, 75% to Felix in the first set. Now it's 86% for Ruud, and down at 30. Oh, I just missed that 30-something% though for Felix on second serve in this second set. It's a big difference. And a second serve here again for Felix. Given those stats, maybe is this a chance for a first break point for Casper Ruud? Second serve, forehand from Casper, forehand from Felix. Backhand slice now from Ruud. The forehand from Felix again, another backhand slice from Ruud. It's come right to the baseline, and he's got the error from Felix, and we have got our first break point of the match, and there's going to be two of them, and they've gone the way of Casper Ruud. So 2 chances here to go up a set and a break for the Norwegian. And here are the crowd. Casper Ruud, the 3rd seed here. Felix, the 5th seed. So can he make the most of these first break points? Casper Ruud, 15-40 on the Felix serve. And he's got a second serve here as well. Yeah, I'd be very surprised if fatigue is not playing a part here for Felix, to be honest. As you say, as good as Casper is playing. And it's a double fault. And it's double fault number 3 of the match for AUGER-ALIASSIME. And there, maybe it is the fatigue there for Felix. And the first break point of the match does result in a first break of the match. Casper Ruud is now a set and a break up here. And it's looking good for the Norwegian. He leads by 4-3.
On the card, you'll be singing the blues. He got the shots, he don't know how to lose. It's eating up, cause he's lighting the fuse. He's Casper Ruud. He's Casper Ruud.
So Casper Ruud now can see the finish line here to get his first win of this year's ATP Tour Finals. Yes, Angie Kerber, one of my favorite players on the tour. I'd be very upset as well if she does decide to retire. I don't think she does. I think she said she had plans to come back and play the Olympics after she'd had a baby, the Paris Olympics. I'm sure I read that somewhere that she said she had those plans. So fingers crossed that we will see Angie Kerber back again. But I think it is all catching up to Felix. I mean, those 3 back-to-back titles and the semi-final win in Paris. It might just be that a little bit too much here in his first appearance at the finals. Understandable, really. But Casper Ruud has not been given much away at all, really. And he's earned this position. So 7-6 in a tiebreak in that first set. Now it leads by a break, 4-3 in the second. Felix with the backhand cross-court forehand from Ruud. Forehand from Felix is a looping forehand. Manages to deal with it, does Casper Ruud, but he's missed the backhand. love 15. Okay, maybe some signs of life here for Felix. Over in Glasgow, it is 4-2 now on serve. On the Swiss serve. Teichmann serving at 4-2 with a break. Just misses the T serve. Ruud, second serve. I think you're right. I think Cornet said that. I think it's Roland Garros is going to be her last next year, I believe. I'm sure I read that somewhere. And okay, here's a chance for Felix now as the forehand from Ruud goes into the net. Now it's love 30. I think this is the first time he's had love 30 on the Ruud serve, I think, for AUGER-ALIASSIME. Can he get the break right back? Oh, brilliant. We're going to see her even before the Olympics, hopefully. Planning to make a Grand Slam comeback at the 2023 US Open. Be great to see. Ruud did well there. Get a good serve out wide. Got the short ball on the return and then just placed the forehand into the open court. Avoids the break point for now. 15-30. Yeah, good point. If Alizé Cornet wins Roland Garros, then maybe she won't retire. But yeah, I remember she said something about that Roland Garros. At least until there, because I know she would have had a big ceremony, I'm sure, this year if that was the case. But yeah, she's definitely going to play. I think she said it might be her last, but yeah, the Olympics will be 2024, the Paris Olympics. So I guess she's coming back. Well, hopefully trying to come back before that then with some prep. I'd say sooner than I'd expected, but I'd be very happy for Kermit to come back earlier. And he can't believe he's missed that Felix there from love 30. Ruud has done well. He's gotten back to 30 all. Unforced errors on the backhand side now here. 4 for Ruud, 13 for AUGER-ALIASSIME for the match. Yeah, we've had a crazy year for retirements in the tennis world, haven't we, this year? It's been mad. I mean, I posted a list of the retirements that we'd had, and I could barely fit them all in one post. I don't know if we've got any more announced for next year. I think Cornet potentially, but I'm not sure if any of you have heard of any retirements that we'll have next year. 40-30 now for Ruud. This would be a good backup of the break if he can get through this game. So can he consolidate Casper Ruud for a 5-3 lead here? Finds the first serve, the backhand return from Felix. Backhand cross-court goes Ruud. Forehand now from Felix. Backhand cross-court for Ruud again. The backhand on the middle from Felix. A short ball does well with it, Ruud. It's a good angle from Felix. Ruud again with the forehand. We go here. Felix with the backhand now. Forehand from Ruud. Forehand from Felix. Digs a backhand out, does Ruud. Forehand cross-court from Felix. Forehand cross-court from Ruud. What a rally this is. Depth again from Felix. Has he made it? Oh, he has. Goodness me. I can't believe he's made that one, Felix. And we're going to deuce. What a rally that was from both men. Let's see this final forehand from Felix. It did. It was just in. Right into the corner of the court there. That was really, really good from Felix. And it's deuce. Oh, goodness me. Worried that Stan, Kanepi and Murray would retire next year. I mean, they are in the swan song, aren't they? Those three. But, great depth there from Casper Ruud. Puts the overhead away. That's really, really good from Ruud. He's got the advantage. But, same. Would break my heart, but wouldn't be surprised. I think Murray's going to keep playing until he absolutely can't continue. But, I don't think. I think Stan has probably not got that much left, and maybe Kanepi. Although it's hard to imagine tennis without Kanepi as well, to be honest. Oh, just missed the serve. Some of the crowd, I think, thought that was an ace there. They started to cheer, so he's challenging this Ruud. Next match, Lamberto. So the next one will be a doubles match. Rajiv Ram and Joe Salisbury versus Marcel Garanoyes and Horacio Ceballos. And then the evening session, single session, will be Rafa Nadal and Taylor Fritz. Oh, it was in. It was just in. And it's going to go down as an ace. Well, it was in by the smallest of margins, but that's all it needs to be. And Casper Ruud does back up the break. And he leads now by 5-3. He's a game away now, Ruud. So AUGER-ALIASSIME serving to stay in this match. I mean, the beauty of the round robin matches, he can lose this one and he can still qualify, but it's, you know, it's always good to get that first win under your belt. Thought this was going to be a close call. Yeah, I'm with you there. I think Murray will keep playing until they have to physically remove him from the court, to be honest. I'm not ready for Murray to retire. Not ready at all. So Felix, well, that's a great start by Felix. A huge forehand brings up 15-love. Yeah, Casper Ruud. I mean, we shouldn't be surprised, really. Ruud. I mean, he's the higher ranked. I suppose recency bias with the form that Felix has been in, but yeah, you're right. Ruud just quietly surprising everybody. He's such a solid player. Yeah, good point. Cilic can't be that far off retirement, and as you say there as well, maybe Venus can't be far off as well. 30-love for Felix. Hour and 45 minutes for this one now. Aces for the match. 5 for Ruud. Well, it says 6 there, but the screen just said that it was 5 for Ruud and 13 for AUGER-ALIASSIME. Oh, what a serve. A massive ace down the tee from Felix for 40-love. Well, he can't do any better than this, trying to serve to stay in it. Yeah, JC. So he's actually got a winning head-to-head, Ruud. It's 2-1 to Ruud. Felix won their first meeting back in 2019, but Ruud won the last 2 matches that they've played. So triple game point. Oh, just missed the tee serve. Yeah, it's mad. Yeah, Venus started before Serena and has now ended after Serena, going even longer than Serena Williams. Yeah, I don't know, the retirements this year. I mean, Roger Federer is the most heartbreaking one for me, but I mean, so many, like you say, Serena, Juan Martín del Potro, Tsonga. So it's been a tough year for for tennis fans, especially, you know, a lot of the players that I grew up watching. Well, he was that a hold to love there for Felix, serving to stay in it. Puts the pressure back on Ruud, but he is going to get a chance to serve this match out, Casper Ruud. Felix did his bit. It is 5-4.
He's got this far, he's living his dream. Gonna be a star, AUGER-ALIASSIME. He's got this far, he's living his dream. He's gonna be a star, AUGER-ALIASSIME.
Yeah, if you remember that last match, he's playing at home, wasn't he? Felix in it was Montreal, I think, wasn't it? And yeah, it was a really, really poor match from him. He said, I don't think I've played a worse match, where Ruud just thrashed him 6-2, 6-1 there earlier in the season. Yes, I'd heard that Cilic had said that he'll retire in about 2025-ish. I can't believe he's only 34, actually. I will admit, I thought he was a little bit older than that. I thought he was sort of late 30s, so apologies, Marin Cilic. Yeah, to be fair, he did have a very good season this year, did Cilic, so maybe I am being a bit harsh, but it is coming to that end of an era where, you know, the players that we did, you know, grow up with are starting to retire, you know. Federer, just on the Gilles Simon retirement in Paris as well. prediction from Ted for the later match: 7-5, 7-5 for Nadal over Fritz. Do you remember Fritz with that the biggest title of his career, where he won Indian Wells? He did defeat Rafa there, but I think Rafa was playing with a cracked rib in that match, wasn't he? But credit to Fritz. So Fritz has beaten him in a big final, but I am going to give the edge to Rafa. I think Rafa's going to come through that one tonight. So Casper Ruud serving to stay in it. That's a very good start. Great depth on the forehand. 15 love, 3 points away now. Yeah, Marin Cilic, that one of those players, won the slam, but just coming up short in the shadow of the big three. But without them, with the Rinkers and whatnot, he's a very, very good player for Croatia, is Cilic, and he made his first Roland Garros semi, didn't he, Cilic? 20 titles, semi-final or better at all the slams now, and a US Open Slam champion. Second serve points won, 82% for Ruud in the match, 57 for Auger-Aliassime, and it's really the second set where that differential has really made itself clear, and he's 2 points away now. Here is Casper Ruud. Needs a second serve here, though. Second serve, Casper Ruud. Oh, it's a let for the second serve. Finds the second serve, the backhand return from Felix. Oh, it's just landed in. Now the cross-court from Felix, backhand from Ruud, forehand cross-court from Felix. Ruud goes down the line, forehand cross-court from Felix, cross-court forehand from Ruud. Felix down the line, the backhand slice from Ruud is out, 30-15. And Ruud's going to challenge this. Why not? We're at the back end of the set. Potentially the match. Maybe worth a second look. Delpo broke my heart, the retirement there. I'm a big fan of Delpo. He's up there, isn't he, as well? The Wawrinka, Cilic. But yeah, Delpo, one of my favorites. Oh, it was just out. Yeah, me too. Just the smallest of margins, so it's 30-15. Oh, it's great from Ruud. Very good from Ruud. And he's got himself 2 match points here as the Norwegian.
Match point.
Yeah, I didn't put Murray there just because Murray is, for me, I kind of put him as the big four. So I kind of had him dominating up there, Murray as well. I feel like Murray's above, I feel like, those guys and just below the big three. But match point, Casper Ruud. And the serve will do it. A big serve will do it. And Casper Ruud has scored the first win of the singles for this year's ATP Tour Finals. Casper Ruud defeats Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME in straight sets in the end, 7-6, 6-4. Well, that was very, very good from Casper Ruud, to be fair. I mean, both men in that opening set were faultless on serve, but just maybe the fatigue and the errors creeping into the game of Felix. Casper Ruud just staying strong. And big win to open up his ATP Finals campaign for Casper Ruud. Just in other news, Switzerland have taken the opening set over in Glasgow. Jill Teichmann 6-3 against Storm Sanders of Australia. So they are in the second set there. But yes, the first singles win does go to Casper Ruud over Felix AUGER-ALIASSIME. We'll bring you the evening singles match as well. Rafa Nadal and Taylor Fritz. No doubt that'll probably be Ben and JG. But hope you've all enjoyed this one. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel, and we'll be bringing you matches all week for these ATP finals. But it is Casper Ruud, 7-6, 6-4. Thank you, everybody, for joining me, and I will catch you all on the next stream. Hope you enjoyed the tour finals.